you prepare for the role? Because obviously it's a very challenging role from a physical stand, both physical and psychological standpoint.
I didn't get that. I'm glad you translated. Get that. Well, yeah, I think the first thing for us was the weight loss. I think that's really what I started with. And as it turns out, that then affects your psychology. And so, you really, I mean, you start to go mad when you lose that much weight in that amount of time. So I think I started there. I started with the script, talking with Todd. There's a book that was about, that I read about political assassins and would-be assassins that I thought was really interesting and kind of breaks down the different types of personalities that do those sorts of things. But again, as soon as I started to identify, because I did identify Arthur as a particular personality, particular type, but then I also wanted the freedom to create something that wasn't identifiable. I mean, this is a fictional character, and I didn't want a psychiatrist to be able to identify the kind of person that he was. And we would get into some of the medications or talking about what issues he may have, and we would always feel like, let's step away from that, and we want to have the room to kind of really create what we want. And so there was kind of this balance. But I think I started there, and we were just talking on the boat over one of the, very early on in the rehearsal, I was given the journal that he has, which is a journal and joke diary. And that was really helpful because I'd been there for a couple weeks, and I wasn't sure how I was going to start. And Todd sent over this journal. And initially, remember, I went to write
an empty journal, like here, write in it.
Yeah, and I went to and I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to write. And so I asked you for some suggestions, and you sent over something that started me off. And then after a few days, I ignored your suggestions, and then suddenly I was just, it was coming out. And I hadn't anticipated that, I didn't plan on it, and it just became a really important part of the discovery of the character for me at that time.